It's the butt hurt. It's the butt hurt. It's the butt hurt blues. No matter who, 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 it's the butt hurt blues. Even Kamala told you it's the butt hurt blues. No matter who, it's the butt hurt blues. No matter who, it's the butt hurt blues. No matter who, it's the butt hurt blue. It's the butt hurt blues. No matter who, it's the butt hurt blue. It's the butt. Wait, crayons? Don't talk about crayons. Crayons? Crayons?
Lowered expectation.
You're wrong, Daddy. You're wrong, Daddy. You're wrong, Daddy. You're wrong, Daddy.
What's happening? What's going on? Kevin was right! Winter is coming and we don't have a man! Oh my God.
I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
What's going on, everybody? AB Media 83 here, and welcome to the Colosseum, the first Colosseum of 2026. Hope everybody's doing all right tonight. We have a jam-packed show tonight. Well, for starters, we have to start with, evidently, Donald Trump and the United States government have invaded Venezuela. And in fact, they have captured the Venezuelan president and his wife. So, yeah. It's been an interesting day. A lot of rumors and referendum, but yeah, that happened today. So because that happened today, some what I call them again? Oh yeah, some butthurt blues were like, well, how come nobody said anything? How come they're not covered it? Well, cover it now. I'm covering it right now. In fact, I got a few videos to show y'all. But yeah, Trump has invaded Venezuela. And we're off to a hell of a start in the new year. That's for damn sure. But don't take my word for it. Let's look at the news reports for themselves. Let's see here. If that's what I want. Let's take a look at the news reports for themselves.
Revealing new information about the latest military operation in Venezuela, Maduro and his wife are now facing charges related to drug trafficking in America. The president also says the U.S. will run the country for now.
Nicolas Maduro and his wife arrived on U.S. soil Saturday evening, where they will face federal charges in New York related to drug trafficking and narco-terrorism. President Trump shared this picture after Maduro was captured by an elite military team overnight in
Please.
what the administration is calling Operation Absolute Resolve.
Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault.
The president detailed the military action from Mar-a-Lago Saturday afternoon, hours after the overnight strike on Venezuela. The operation targeted
Yes, this pretty much happened last night.
Military facilities and involved more than 150 U.S. aircraft and follows months of military buildup in the Caribbean. President Trump also says the U.S. will run the country until a safer and proper transition can occur, without specifying exactly how that will work.
Well, you know, they always say boots on the ground. Oh, so we're not afraid of boots on the ground.
Are you concerned that bad elements of the Maduro regime will remain in place?
Well, we know who they are. We're on them. And they're acting much differently now than they would have acted 2 days ago.
The Trump administration is defending its decision not to notify Congress ahead of the strike, but Democratic lawmakers are blasting the move and questioning
Of course they are.
what comes next.
Yes, Maduro is illegitimate. A lot of leaders are illegitimate in the world, thinking you can simply reach in like we're playing some game of Risk and remove them and then wash your hands of it and everything's fine. Well, we've learned that that's just.
Is that why a certain leader of Haiti somehow magically disappeared when Biden was in office? Oops, did I say that out loud? All right.
Not the way it plays out most of the time.
Venezuela's vice president insists Maduro remains the leader, calling the U.S. action a violation. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, West Palm Beach.
Well, thank you, Mr. President. Finally, a commander-in-chief the world respects and the American people deserve. And as the president said, words can barely capture the bravery and the power and the precision of this historic operation. A massive joint military and law enforcement raid flawlessly executed by the greatest Americans our country has to offer. American warriors are second to none, the best in the world and the best of our country. What all of us witnessed last night was sheer guts and grit, gallantry, and glory of the American warrior. I'm simply humbled by such men. And I tip my hat to our chairman, Dan Raisin Kane, and all those Americans who stood watch last night. Our warriors are the elite of America. And again, President Trump has your back. No other country on planet Earth, and it's not even close, could pull this kind of operation off. And no other president has ever shown this kind of leadership, courage, and resolve, the most powerful combination the world has ever seen. As the president said, our adversaries remain on notice. America can project our will anywhere, anytime. The coordination, the stealth, the lethality, the precision, the very long arm of American justice, all on full display in the middle of the night. Nicolas Maduro had his chance, just like Iran had their chance, until they didn't and until he didn't. He effed around and he found out. President Trump is deadly serious about stopping the flow of gangs and violence to our country. Deadly serious about stopping the flow of drugs and poison to our people. Deadly serious about getting back the oil that was stolen from us. And deadly serious about reestablishing American.
Yeah, that's probably the reason we're over there. For those of you who don't know, Venezuela has, I think it's the biggest, if I'm not mistaken, the biggest refinery of oil. And the petrodollar is in trouble because Saudi Arabia, that country, Saudi Arabia, is leaning toward the BRICS and off the petrodollars. So, yeah. Desperate times come for desperate measures. And by the way, I watched a video with the Duran. I watched a video from the Duran. He suggested that evidently there were some military officers that they bribed some military officers, and that's how they got the president. Now, I can't confirm this, but that is an interesting theory, and it kind of makes sense. Now, if you want to hear my tinfoil hat conspiracy, here's what I think is going on. If you notice, well, at least not yet, China and Russia have not made a real big deal about this. However, here's my conspiracy theory, and I openly admit I could be wrong. But my conspiracy theory is simple. Yes, the BRICS are a thing. Yes, they want to partially take over the global market. Notice I said partially. If the American dollar goes down, everybody loses, including the BRICS. Because, quite frankly, we're the reserve currency. Even till this day, despite the BRICS gaining more power, we are still the world's reserve currency. So it would not have surprised me if President Trump, notified Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin that he's going to do this kind of stuff to keep the dollar afloat. And they let this happen. But that's my conspiracy theory. I could be wrong about that. I guess we'll find out in the next few days. But as far as me thinking this is a good move, no, I don't think it's a good move, and I'm a little worried that it could be a disastrous move. But we have to see how this plays out. That's my honest opinion. I'm a little worried it can be a disastrous move, but we have to see how it plays out over the next few days. Now, let me ask y'all a question in the chat. Would you prefer Kamala Harris be doing this? Would you prefer Kamala Harris to be doing this? Because trust and believe, given the neocons that are around Joe Biden, Kamala Harris would be doing something similar right now. Anybody telling you different is lying to you. Hell, she would probably ramp up the war in Venezuela. Have a healthy New Year to everyone in the chat, and thank you. But yeah, the war in Venezuela is no joke. Evidently, there's been no real American casualties, and they got the president within 4 hours. This should be interesting. But let's finish this up.
Deterrence and dominance in the Western Hemisphere. This is about the safety, security, freedom, and prosperity of the American people. This is America first. This is peace through strength.
Yeah.
And the United States War Department is proud to help deliver it. Welcome to 2026. And under President Trump, America is back.
You're right. You're right. If Kamala Harris did something like this, she would be considered a heroine. But because Trump did it, he's going to be considered a dictator. You're absolutely right. By the way, the link's in the chat if anybody wants to come up and talk about this.
Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President. Mr. President.
You said that the U.S. is going to run Venezuela. So who's in power right now?
But we're going to be running it with a group, and we're going to make sure it's run properly. We're going to rebuild the oil infrastructure, which will cost billions of dollars. It'll be paid for by the oil companies directly. They will be reimbursed for what they're doing, but it's going to be paid. And we're going to get the oil flowing the way it should be. As you know, it was just a minor flow. It was actually a minor flow for what they have. But we're going to run it properly, and we're going to make sure the people of Venezuela are taken care of. We're going to make sure the people that were forced out of Venezuela by this thug are also taken care of.
Good morning. My name is Nasrullah Mohammed. That is spelled Nasrullah.
We'll get to this goof nuts. We'll get to that goof nut in a minute. But you're the president. Evidently, we run the country now, Venezuela now, and more regime change bullshit. If I were y'all, I would be praying to my God of my understanding that this stuff works out. Yeah, Southern Kings right off the chessboard. I would definitely be praying to your God of your understanding that this works out. I honestly don't know if it will or not. I just don't. But we got more of the show. We got more of the show today. The next topic, the Somalis. For those of you who have been living under rock. Oh, by the way, before we go to the next topic, I got 25 watching. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App, support the show. Hit my super chat and support the show. Support your interest, support your news. Because I'm definitely giving it. Now let's talk about the Somalis for a minute. For those of you who have been living under a rock, evidently there's been a lot, and I do mean a lot, of fraud in Minnesota. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that Minnesota. Tampon Tim's, Minnesota. And right now, the amount of fraud, it's up to around $9 billion worth of fraud in Minnesota. So evidently, a couple weeks ago, a YouTuber went down there to investigate whether some of these quote-unquote Somalian daycare centers actually had kids. And evidently they didn't. And yeah, that's a problem. They've taken millions of dollars. Some of them were still taking money after it was shown that they weren't much of a daycare and were shut down. But they were still getting millions of dollars from the Minnesota government. Millions of dollars of taxpayer money. Millions of dollars of Minnesotans' taxpayer monies. And the Somalis have pretty much been on code and said that you're racist for calling this shit out. You're a racist for calling this shit out. And some of them have tried to link themselves to black people, even though they tried to denounce black people and say they're not black. But all of a sudden, now that they know what it feels like to be an N-word, they want to come. They want to come. How come black people not going out and helping us? Well, some black people are. Some of them. That's why I call them butthurt blue. They're defending the Somalians, but most everyday black people, we ain't gonna defend you if you stealing. And let me just go out and say this right now. I don't think it's all Somalians. But to the Somalians that ain't doing anything, if you know them people stealing, you need to call. You need to call them out. You need to tell on them. Because trust and believe, there is no way black folk could get away with doing $9 billion in fraud in this country. There's no way they're going to let us get away with that. It's not going to happen. Let us defraud the government of a few $1,000s, and they'll throw the book at us and lock away and throw away the key. Ask the former prosecutor of Baltimore. Oops, did I say that out loud? Who's a Democrat? Oops, did I say that out loud? Trust and believe. We could not get away with doing $9 billion in fraud in this country. It's just not going to happen. Now, let's go to this press conference that you saw a little bit of. This knucklehead right here. Evidently, he's 20 years old, and he's the manager of one of these so-called daycares. And notice his glasses. Evidently, those glasses are worth $2,400. You know, if you're going to defend your people as an immigrant, it is not a good idea to have $2,400 glasses on when you're trying to defend your people about stealing taxpayer money. Not a good idea. Not a good look. Hence why I say not a good look. But yeah, that's what apparently is going on. So let's watch his press conference, and y'all can look at his body language and judge for yourself whether or not he's telling the truth. All right. Move that, add that.
MED. I'm a manager in the Columbus Daycare Center, and today I want to talk about what happened yesterday. Yesterday morning, I was called by the owner because unfortunately someone came in to our daycare. The cleaner called the owner and told him what happened and the vandalism that happened. The owner called us. Me and another manager came into the scene around 6 a.m. We looked and saw what happened, and we saw that the suspect came in from the back, broke in from the back kitchen, and he also destroyed the wall to come in. As he came in, he broke a door from the wall from Family Dollar from the side. He couldn't, unfortunately, we don't know.
So this daycare was in a Family Dollar. That's not a good look either. But anyway.
That he went in or not, but we saw that it was damaged. As we walked around the daycare, we saw that our office doors was broken into as well. We saw that, unfortunately, there was important documentation, enrollment of the children, and also employee documentation that was gone. There were also checkbooks that were ripped from our check papers that were ripped from our book. This is devastating news, and we don't know why this is targeting our Somali community, as one video made by a specific individual made this all happen. We've been receiving hateful messages through our voice notes threatening us for the past couple of days.
Okay, let's have a little participation here. Put a 1 in the chat if you believe this dude. Put a two in the chat if you don't believe a word he's saying. Now, I know he got an accent, but looking at his body language, I don't believe him at all. At all. Yeah. Yeah, I don't believe him.
Including one that happened yesterday morning when after the break-in. This is frightening and exhausting because this is happening to us Somali communities as Somali Americans. We are supposed to stand with each other and help each other through everything that's happening. This is also sad that a video can cause all of this. I want to say that there are hundreds of daycares out there, Somali daycares that are out there, and we all help our children and everyone in our community. We have high quality daycares, and this is very sad news that one individual who made a false claim about fraud that is happening in the daycares engaged everyone else to come and do this to us. We are not a part of any harmful things that are being said.
It's a little hard to do that if you have $2,400 glasses on.
We have no problem with CCAP, and our licensing has been good, even the inspections. I want to say no intimidation is going to stop us from what is happening and upguiding our community. Thank you very much.
Good morning. My name is Mary Solheim, and that is spelled Mary Solheim. And I'm a child care provider in Maplewood. I'm here today to support Nokomis, the Child Care Center, the teachers, the families, and their children. What happened here is absolutely unthinkable. And it is the direct result of the inflammatory rhetoric coming from the constant barrage of harassment from not only the current federal administration, but half of our Minnesota legislators as well. But now a random YouTube personality can cause this much fear. Fear needs to stop. Our children, our families, and teachers and providers work hard enough without feeling scared to come to work every single day. What happened here underscores that there is reason to be scared.
So conveniently, they steal all the documents the government needs to prove that they're a legit daycare center. How convenient. How convenient.
We heard last night that the federal government that is complicit in this rhetoric is freezing our child care funding for the entire state of Minnesota under the guise of rooting out fraud. This has to stop.
And I looked this up earlier. Considering that the average cost of daycare in the United States is around $1,000 a month. Yeah, per child. Yes, taking care. Daycare is expensive as hell nowadays. Yeah, them funds are going to get investigated.
It is dangerous and people are getting hurt. Our child care assistance program that relies on federal funding serves over 20,000 kids in over 4,000 programs. Has anyone considered what happens when 20,000 kids can't get access to childcare. That's 20,000 kids whose parents can't go to work. That's 4,000 childcare programs whose teachers aren't getting paid. That's entire communities that will soon be shut down. I know the Minnesota childcare system inside and out. I know how incredibly difficult it is to commit fraud in the childcare assistance program. I also know that our childcare providers, who are of Somali descent, are being racially targeted because I have witnessed it firsthand. We want the state to catch childcare centers committing fraud. We want them to be held accountable. It hurts all of us. It hurts children especially, and it hurts childcare centers that are working tirelessly to provide high-quality childcare. But fraud does occur across race, across income, and across geography. When a few childcare centers that serve white children commit fraud, do we decide that every childcare center that serves white children is committing fraud? No. The Somali childcare community deserves that same respect. This federal administration is actively targeting our Somali neighbors and friends who are the backbone of their communities and an integral part of our larger communities. They are our teachers, doctors, business owners, and childcare providers. Their childcare centers are the hubs of their communities. Families rely on them for care and counsel, and they go above and beyond when their families need help. And they are being treated as pawns in a political game, a very dangerous game, and it needs to stop. And I have a message for my sisters and brothers in childcare. Thank you for your service, and thank you for being here to love our kids.
My name is Sadia Adam. I'm a parent of Nokomis Childcare. I have not seen any problem before this time in the childcare center. I'm a working parent, and I bring my kids here while I'm at work.
Interesting.
And now I cannot bring my kids anymore because they are too scared. And I don't have anyone to be home with the kids while I go to work. And I would like the person who did this heinous crime to be caught. As of recently, as we are driving down the streets in our city, in our safe homes, we are being targeted and being called out names and being accused of crimes that we have not committed.
Time will tell. Time will tell.
And whoever commits crimes should be caught. I support the government in doing accountability. Bringing our kids will be very tough with more and more of this hate crimes happening in our city. As a working parent, my kids come here with the support of the government, and the parents right now don't have a support system to leave their kids at home. As a working parent, I don't think that we can leave kids at home, and I don't think that is right. But having the government say that they are cutting support will be very hurtful, and it will be hard for us to continue working and providing for our families.
Then might I suggest, if you know fraud is being committed by some of these daycares, you call them out.
Being a Somali American, I was always told that it is safe here and you are welcomed here, and this is no longer the story that I feel and my kids feel.
Oh, it doesn't help that there are a number of Somali TikTokers going around rubbing this in everybody's face. Yeah, that's not helping anything at all.
And I request that our government supports our child care centers and stop this heinous crime and this hate that's happening around our state. Thank you. Hi, my name is Amina Adan, Aminaaadan. I am reading this speech on behalf of a Somali child care provider who's receiving threats every day. Like nearly every Somali child care provider in the state, it is too dangerous for them to speak personally. So thank you for understanding. I want to express my outrage, sadness, and frustration in what is happening to our community. I am heartbroken at what happened at Nokomis, and I am angry. I am angry because there's no reason for things like this to be this way. Somali child care providers are being used in a political game. We are being hurt in the political game. The state is funding and prosecuting fraud, whether in childcare or other industries. The new surge in enforcement is causing trauma to our community entirely, and especially our precious children. In our culture, lying is a great offense, which makes it even more difficult to understand why a video that is full of misinformation is what is promoting our federal government, the one that is supposed to be for our people, by the people, and for the people, to freeze childcare funding in our state. This will impact.
What's going on, Snowman? Snowman, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. How's it going?
It's going. That's about all I can say. It's going.
Well, we invaded Venezuela, and Somalis are stealing money from Minnesota. $90 billion worth. But since you're here, Dal, let's have a little fun here. Let's have a little break from the news. If somebody would have told me Indiana would not just beat Alabama, but not just beat Alabama, crush Alabama 38-3, and that doesn't even roll off the tongue right. Indiana crushes Alabama 38-3 in football. That doesn't roll off the tongue right.
You just said the key thing right there. You just said the key thing. Football.
Yeah.
Because forever, as long as I've covered sports, Indiana's been basketball oriented.
Yes.
And a shout to the late great Bob Knight.
Yes.
I don't care what people say. I like Bob Knight. You know, does he have his flaws? Absolutely.
I didn't like Bob Knight until I got in the gym.
Right.
And ran into the kind of athletes that he has to train.
Yep.
And some of their egos, I was like, oh, now I see why Bob Knight got hired. You need somebody crazy to keep those dudes in line.
Yeah, and you're dealing with
if you lack it in manhood, you're not going to keep an athlete in line. I'm sorry.
You're not going to happen. You're not. And it's crazy. But now Indiana is a football, at least for this year, Indiana's a football school.
Yes.
And they're kicking everybody's ass. In fact, let me throw this fact out there. Indiana, since the 12-team playoff began last year, only one team that had a top 4 seed.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Yep. Only one team that had a top 4 seed that got a bye won. You know who that team is? The Indiana Hoosiers.
Wow.
And they beat them the same way the Seahawks beat my Niners this evening. They ran the ball well. They ran the ball and they kept Alabama's 13-3.
Okay. Damn.
I look at it this way. As far as Frisco goes, we weren't even supposed to be in the conversation for a playoff spot, let alone be in the conversation for a number 1 seed. So we got to go on the road probably next Saturday, I think. But as far as the Niners go, I'll take it. I'll take a 12-5 record and a spot in the playoffs.
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. Playoffs?
Yeah, I'll take a 12-5 record with as many injuries as they've had to deal with over the course of this season and last, and to still finish 12-5. I'll take it.
So, by the way, y'all like, share, subscribe. Oh, wait a minute. What am I thinking about? This episode of Colosseum Night has been brought to you by Gynocracy Suit. The black woman is God. Condensed lies and bullshit. Now with 1,000% extra sodium. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, support the show. Hit that Super Chat, support the show. Oh, and this episode has also been brought to you by, if I can find it. I think I still have it. Sweet Sassy Rollins Vote Blue Sauce. Now with extra sassy blue juice. Like, share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, support the show, hit the Super Chat, support the show.
And I'll put the sound effect tax in effect because I'm still trying to gain some help from my family each week, and I'll put the sound effect tax in effect with this.
I am too old for this bullshit.
And
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Oh, I forgot I had that one. Reasons why I voted for Trump. And believe it or not, I do have to address Blood Hurt Blue because they were complaining earlier that, nobody was talking about Venezuela. When? Certain Butthurt Blue.
Oh no.
Mike V asked me to apologize for calling him Butthurt Blue. How many ways? Yeah, he asked me to apologize for calling him Butthurt Blue.
I love the way you said that.
How can I say this? For the record, kick rocks. It's the butt hurt. It's the butt hurt. It's the butt hurt blues. No matter who, 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 it's the butt hurt blues.
I love how you put that together. I love how you put that together.
Mm-hmm. That's the original one.
Oh, that's the original. Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the original one I made. I had that tune in my head forever. Butthurt blues, no matter who. And then I was like, screw it. Let me just
You've
record it and see what it sounds like.
You've done 3 or 4 versions of that, and each time you give me a preview of the new version, I'm sitting here laughing my ass off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, they love to say, you live in Indiana. You don't ever talk shit about what happens in Indiana. Well, guess what?
Oh, no.
Be careful what you ask for. Today, I'm going to talk shit directly to some of the Republicans in Indiana. One in particular.
I may need to get in on this conversation considering the fact of what my family and I have gone through, especially me, health-wise. And with everything that's going on, all I got to say is
I ain't got no time for this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mike Braun. Yes, that Mike Braun.
Who is this ugly son of a bitch on my screen?
That ugly son of a bitch is our governor, believe it or not.
One more time.
That's our governor.
He's the governor
of Indiana.
Of the state of Indiana.
Yep.
Of the state of Indiana. Give me this button.
Yep.
No. Give me this button.
I am too old for this bullshit.
No, try again. Give me this button.
Now that's some bullshit.
Yeah, let me set up this next video that I'm about to show. Believe it or not, as much as Butthurt Blue likes to say, we suck up to Trump. We just do what Trump says. Yeah. Believe it or not, I've been following this for a while. The Republicans in our states pretty much just told Trump to kick rocks. Trump wanted the Republicans in our state to basically gerrymander our state even more than is already gerrymandered for Republicans. And
told them fuck a whole lot of you, and I ain't hearing that bullshit.
And believe it or not, people in Indiana like told the Republicans, no, we ain't doing that. Because we don't want to hear Marion County's mouth if we take their district. We don't want to hear South Bend's mouth if we take their district. That's where let's face it, that's where all blues at.
Yeah, South fucking Bend.
Maybe Gary.
Oh God! And I used to live in Gary.
Oh, by the way, I just saw the most dangerous cities, and guess what? Guess what's not on the top 3?
Chicago.
No, in Indiana. Guess what was not in the top 3? Gary.
Why the hell is it? You know why? Because it's decrepit and dilapidated.
Oh well, yeah.
I'll tell you the 2 biggest reasons why. The steel industry in Gary, Indiana, was wiped out and then driven out.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing they had, and this is from a former resident of Gary, Indiana, folks.
Okay.
The only thing in Gary that is their saving grace right now is the Gary South Shore Railcats, an independent baseball team, because U.S. Steel Yard, the name of the stadium, basically brings in its income. And if Gary was smart, they'd form a couple of other independent minor league teams and get in the league and bring in some more money. They had the Gary Steelheads for the longest, but the people who ran the Steelheads were so fucking stupid that they lost an arena deal and drove them out of town. But I'm not supposed to know this shit because I'm a black man that doesn't study sports, as I was told by us. You know what? Before you go on, I need the simple aid.
Oh, don't worry, we got some of that too.
No, I was told by a simp.
Oh, sorry.
Simp alert! Simp! 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 Simp!
I was told by a simp that I don't know my shit when it comes to sports. I was told by a simp that I'm tagging along to everybody else's information and I don't do my research. I was told by a simp, a big, fat, stupid ass, backwards, blind ass motherfucking simp, that the only reason I got with Jody, and I'll let you finish that sentence.
Oh, okay. Yeah, not right now. Let's go to this.
Yeah, let's finish this.
We're not going to finish that press conference, however.
Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. Today is Saturday, December 27th, 2025, and today we are going to be talking about a brand new survey in Du Bois County, Indiana. Mike Braun, the governor, in his own hometown, in his own home county, where he's from, Jasper, Indiana.
Oh God, I used to
finds
live
that
in
the approval rating in this county reaches a record low right after Mike Braun pursued a mid-decade redraw in the state that ultimately failed as Senate Republicans overwhelmingly rejected Donald Trump's ask for a brand new congressional map in the Hoosier state. For a bit of context, if you don't know what happened in Indiana, I'll give you the very fast rundown. Republicans were asked by Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance and Mike Johnson visited the state multiple times asking for the drawing out of both of these Democratic districts. They asked that the 7th district, which is a Democratic vote sink, to be drawn into 4 different districts, giving Republicans an initial advantage, as well as the drawing out of the 1st district that would take.
And yes, Indiana, it really is that red.
Frank Mervin's seat.
Sure is.
See that little blue that's where I live in Indianapolis.
Make it an impossibility, not impossibility, but very
And it's
difficult for Democrats to
historically
win
been
in the
red.
future. Republicans passed it in the Indiana State House. They feared elections that were right around the corner, and Donald Trump made it very clear that there would be immense retaliation for any of the Republicans who voted against the map. Only 11 ultimately did, and the map passed overwhelmingly. Then it went to the Indiana State Senate, where it needed just a simple majority, and Republicans outnumbered Democrats by a ratio of 4-1, 40 Republicans and 10 Democrats. The majority of Senate Republicans joined all of the Senate Democrats and rejected the map by a vote of 31-19, an overwhelming rejection of Donald Trump's map in this state. In the lead up to this rejection from the Indiana State Senate, big names across the state came out immediately against the mid-decade redraw, and none more important than former Governor Mitch Daniels, a Republican who said it was the high season for hypocrisy and slammed Donald Trump's push for a mid-decade redraw. And after the failure, cited an op-ed in the Washington Post, wrote an op-ed saying, "Hooray for Hoosiers. Cynical GOP redistricting fails," celebrating the Republican Party and Donald Trump's failure at changing the congressional maps in this state. Now, as we look at the juxtaposition between Mitch Daniels, who was the Republican governor, and incumbent Governor Mike Braun, who forced the special session to do this mid-decade redraw despite it being unpopular across the state, Mike Braun now finds himself exceptionally underwater in his own home county. And it really isn't all that shocking. For a bit of context, though, I want you to know how this county has voted in the past few elections. In 2016, Donald Trump won this county with 67% of the vote. In 2020, he won 69% of the vote. And in 2024, he won 70% of the vote. This county in particular has only gotten more and more conservative as time has gone on. In fact, it ranks as one of the most conservative by margin counties in the entire state. And in terms of Donald Trump's approval rating in the county, asked in the same exact poll here, Donald Trump still finds himself above water at a 54 to 32% approval rating, showing the gap here has certainly narrowed, but it's about 22 points, which on the national average, that has shifted being.
I used to live in Du Bois County, Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
I used to live in that little joint called Jasper, Indiana. And I used to work for a place called News Now Du Bois County. I was brought in to be the sports specialist. May I be completely blunt, please?
Go ahead.
It felt like I was the only nigga in the county.
Sounds about right.
And my former boss, the late Mick Burge, wanted to play on it. The only suggestion I made to him is let my voice do the talking. Oh, brother. Some of my time was good in Du Bois County, but the moment I left in June of 2017, I was glad to get the hell up out of there and not come back. But as soon as Mick put out the word about what I'm doing for News Now Du Bois County, the moment people heard my voice Everybody recognized my ass.
You got one of them voices, especially on the radio.
Yeah, that's what got me. That's what got them a few new sponsors for the time I was there, and also got me a few good deals. When I say some places would hear me first and then I walked in and their eyes would bug out, their eyes would bug out.
Mm.
I mean, some of the folks there would look at me and go, wait, that's you? You're the snowman? I'm like, yes, that's me. And I'd swear they were shaking.
Well, what do you expect from the capital of the KKK? Oops, did I say that out loud?
Oh, say it louder.
Oh, what do you expect from the capital of the KKK?
Exactly.
You know, since Butthurt Blue things, I don't know shit about my state. Sooner or later, I got to look the information up. There's a really fucked up Republican governor back in the day that did some really fucked up shit, and I want to cover that.
Okay, cool.
I forget the dude's name. He did. I think he was a Republican or a Democrat. I forget. I think he was a Republican.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the term for it. He bit pieces off his girlfriend.
I beg your pardon?
You heard me. He bit pieces off his girlfriend. I gotta find a video on it.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah. And he was endorsed by the Klan. I do know that much.
He was endorsed by, oh dear Lord.
Yes. He was endorsed by the Ku Klux Klan.
Dear God in heaven. And
by the way, which party started the Ku Klux Klan? Oh, it's the Republican Party. I'm sure it was the Republican Party, right?
Wrong.
Right.
Wrong.
Right.
Wrong.
Who was it? Oh, right, the Democrat Party.
It was the Democrat Party who started the KKK.
And yet, but yet, black people voted for the Democrats for 60 years. Like they didn't start the Ku Klux Klan.
But no one wants to talk. But no one wants to talk about that aloud.
Nope.
I'll say it again. No one wants to talk about that aloud.
Let's finish this video.
Yes.
Trump +1, and actually on Inauguration Day, approved +12, now being disapproved +16. That's about a 28-point shift. If anything, this county has seen a less minimal shift away from the president of the United States. But the focus of this video is not on Donald Trump, but rather on the approval rating of Governor Mike Braun, who again embarked on this journey that came to a swift end after the Senate rejected these maps overwhelmingly. Mike Braun, as it pertains to his approval rating in this county, I promise I was holding out on it for a reason, is down to just 16% in his own home county, with 62% of residents disapproving of the job that he is doing. When you look at those numbers, it might...
But then again, if you listen to MOT, okay, we don't focus on Indiana.
MOT, shut the fuck up for once in your life, please.
Feel like the survey itself is an outlier. How in the world is this Republican governor so exceptionally unpopular? But when you take a look at Donald Trump's approval rating, it actually shows that even if this was a misrepresented sample by 10 points, let's say the Democratic and liberal vote share is overestimated by 10 points in this county, you will still find that Donald Trump's approval rating probably would rise to about 64%, which I actually think is not where he would be, especially in a state like Indiana, where tariffs have hit the state higher than in most, especially in the Midwest. But looking at Trump's approval rating, let's say we bump it up to 64, Mike Braun still finds himself at just 26%. And the fact is, there are absolutely voters in this county who were all in for Trump. And
by the way, I also got accused of saying I never criticized the right and what they do. Even though for the last 3 weeks, I've literally openly said, if the Republicans don't properly address health care, especially now since premiums have gone up, They're going to lose in 2026 and 2028 if they don't do anything about it.
May lose before that, and you've been saying that for a minute.
Yes,
you've been saying that for a minute. You've been accused of what? Not criticizing the right? Did I hear that correctly?
Oh yes.
What in the blue hell is wrong with people?
And still are all in for Trump, but are very unhappy with where Mike Braun is in this county, which probably stands to be quite a big representation from across the state, because this is a county that Donald Trump won by about 20 more points more than he won the statewide margin by, right? He won by 42% in this county. On the statewide level in 2024, on the presidential level, he won by just 19. And so that stands to reason that Mike Braun probably isn't all that popular in Indiana. And looking at the past elections, I'm not really all that shocked. In 2024, like I said, yeah, Donald Trump won this county and he won this state by roughly 19 points. But you know who was a pretty significant underperformer? Governor Mike Braun, who at the time was elected as United States Senator in 2000.
Yeah, let me give you and since Butthurt Blue thinks I don't know shit about my state. Let me talk about Mike Braun's Senate run.
Please.
He was going up against a Democrat named Joe Donnelly, who ironically took Richard Lugar, God rest his soul, Richard Lugar's seat.
Okay.
Because Richard Lugar lost his primary to I forget that dude's name, some Republican. But to make a long story short, Joe Donnelly was a pretty weak candidate.
Sounds like it.
I kid you not, in one of his ads, he was bigging up Ronald Reagan as a Democrat.
Where is it? Give me this button.
Yeah. He's not. In fairness to Joe Donnelly, he's not the only Democrat with that problem. Everybody has the same problem. That's why he got his ass kicked in 2016. Everybody has the same problem. They want to be quote unquote Republican light, and actually that's the reason I voted for Mike Braun, because the Democrat was a Karen that wanted to be Republican light. I actually watched the Indiana governor debate, and I was not impressed by the Democrat candidate at all.
But they've never been good debaters. Or am I wrong?
No, what's our other senator's name? Shit. I'm getting too old for this shit.
In essence, my friend AB Media just said,
I am too old for this bullshit.
But anyway, our other senator ran back in 2022, and by the way, I didn't vote in that election.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't vote in that election. I think his name is Scott Brown. The Democrat that was running against him said, I know I'm going to win this election because all the women are going to vote for me because of abortion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I kid you not, Snowman. As soon as the polls closed for Indiana, boop, he won. The Republican won. I was like, it was like 2 seconds afterwards. They projected that he was going to win. I was like, yep, yeah.
I believe
all those women are going to vote for you. Oops. It's a rather boring debate too. I watched that debate. It's like what did BGS call it? Like watching paint dry.
Watching paint dry, yes, indeed.
Ugh. But you know, according to Butthurt Blue, I don't know anything about Indiana politics, right? All I do is cry about Democrats all day, right?
2018. When you look at the governor's race, Mike Braun only won by roughly 13 points. Not all that impressive when you have the president winning by 19 across the state. If this was a swing state, Mike Braun would have lost. And it's not as if his electoral past is really all that impressive either. When he ran for Senate in 2018, sure, he was coming from being in a position where, Mike Braun on the Republican side had served as a state representative, but he ended up as the Republican nominee. And looking at the primary, sure, a contentious one, and he won in a way that many of us actually weren't expecting Mike Braun to be that general election candidate, but he only ended up winning in 2018 against Joe Donnelly by roughly 6 points. Remember, in 2016, that Donald Trump won Indiana by about 0.2% more than he did so in 2024. And so Mike Braun, who is a serial underperformer, wins by 6 in 2018, wins by 13 in 2024, now decides to stand in direct opposition to what a lot of residents and a lot of voters in his state wanted. And obviously there's a combination of factors surrounding Mike Braun's disapproval. But I think that...
but because I'm from Indiana, you guys claim I'm such a conservative. I approve everything Trump does, right?
Who told this lie?
Are none more relevant than the recent push to focus the state's efforts on a mid-decade redraw where Republicans are publicly going out against Mike Braun because he is threatening them, he's attacking them, he's trying to be Donald Trump in a state where the voters don't want him to be Donald Trump, they want him to be a good governor. And I think that that's the biggest disconnect that Mike Braun brought from the U.S. Senate, which was appeasement for the president does not bring you any type of accolades in your own home state. That's why in years like 2018, you had a number of Republicans who, despite being in a day and age where being unpopular, Donald Trump being unpopular might have ushered in Republicans' losses across the House, congressional elections, when it came down to the governor races, they were still able to win in states like Maryland, my home state, where Larry Hogan, I can tell you, the last thing he did was try to appease Donald Trump. Or in Massachusetts, the last thing that Charlie Baker tried to appease was Donald Trump. In Vermont, same thing with Phil Scott. In New Hampshire, same thing with Chris Sununu. These are the things that allowed these Republicans to get above the fray and end up being and remaining exceptionally popular. And even in the states, too, where you saw that too close of an association with the president in a way that felt that your priorities were setting your sights on the presidency, we're setting your sights on what's happening in Washington, D.C., rather than what's happening.
Now, class, the moral of the story is, as a Republican, get this through your head, you are not Donald Trump.
Correct.
You have to stand on your own 2 feet. You can't hang off of Donald Trump's nuts and expect to be popular. You have to do what your constituents want. You can't just ride Donald Trump's nuts. That's not going to make you popular. But all I do is defend Trump all day, right?
Who told this?
Your own state is the reason why people like Kristi Noem, who in House elections never struggled to win an election. In 2016, she won by 28 points. And 2 years later, the South Dakota House race still goes to the Republicans by 24. But the governor's race, Billy Sutton comes within 3 in 2018, not necessarily because Democrats had this massive resurgence in South Dakota, but because Kristi Noem was a bad candidate with a good Democrat and the right combined time on the national stage, because Kristi Noem was this Trump-obsessed representative who clearly had no feelings to care for this state to the same degree. And even in 2022, you'll see that.
Notice all the candidates that would try to be too much like Trump lost.
And
that's been consistent over the years. Yes, I'm admitting it. I'm admitting it. No, Trump is not perfect. I never said that shit.
That her margin of victory here being 27 points is really not all that impressive, given that on the presidential level, just 2 years later, Donald Trump is winning by 29. And 2022 arguably should have been a better year for Kristi Noem as an incumbent. Because voters can pick up on this, just as they are for Mike Braun, who again probably took this mentality that did well for him in the U.S. Senate. That does not do well for him in this state. What we know is that under these conversations around mid-decade redraws, and Indiana in particular, was that Mike Braun was expending a lot of political capital that had been only amounted over this year. Right? Yes, he had served as a state representative, but he wasn't even the incumbent at the time when he ran for Senate in 2018 and used personal fortune to end up being the state's Republican nominee. But when you look at that Senate race, he wasn't popular during his time in the U.S. Senate. A lot of voters really didn't know him, especially those who served across the state. He was practically handed the 2024 governor's race in Indiana. And when you look at the endorsement there from Donald Trump, it's not all that surprising as to how it got to that point. And even in that primary, you'll see Mike Braun spent a lot of money. The race was actually quite competitive despite it. But looking at this, Mike Braun was practically handed this race and still underperformed Donald Trump against a former Republican in this state, Jennifer McCormick.
Yep. Like I told you, Karen. That's why she sounds like a Republican. Like she's a former Republican. That makes sense.
That makes a hell of a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Because I was watching that debate and I just was not impressed at all. But that makes a whole lot of sense.
Who had served as the state superintendent of public instruction. I really found this to be quite a fascinating election.
Huh?
You know what turned me off of politics?
What?
Not just because of what happened while I was living in Minnesota, but I was drafted in grade school to run for student body president. I wasn't ready for that shit. I wasn't ready for that shit. My opponent, my friend Garrick, who's one of my best friends even to this day, whooped my ass. He's in politics. I'm in sports. And as I say all the time, and you've heard me say it, sports and politics just don't mix.
Nope.
It never did. It never did mix. Well, like I said, Garrick's been my best friend since grammar school, and I had him on my show a few years ago. I'm trying to get him back on my show soon. But
y'all got the gist of what's going on here. Let's have a little
because
fun.
it exposed the vulnerabilities.
Let's have a little fun.
China reacted to the U.S. capture of Venezuela's president in this surprising way that Trump had not anticipated.
Where was that picture you sent me earlier?
Oh, I didn't save it. You have to kind of get it yourself. I just copied it directly from.
Oh, okay. But the caption under it, folks, there's a picture that AB sent me of, God help me, Angel Reese and Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
And the caption, if I remember it correctly, said, quote, "I used to copy everything that he does." What?
Yeah. Yeah. Now, now, Snowman. This current video I'm about to show.
Oh no. Yeah.
I'm gonna need Dr. K to get her sister in and tell her that she's not allowed at the cookout. I'm gonna need Dr. K to get her sister in and tell her she is not allowed at the cookout.
I'm glad you're warning me.
This is pretty bad, but just listen.
Oh shit.
Easy Florida chili. Start with your Totino's pizza rolls onto your.
Do I need to go any further?
What the actual fuck? No, wait. What do we often say on the morning show? What in the all types of blue hell? You need to play that right now. I need to hear it. I need to see it.
Yeah, I need to see it too, because
I need to see it.
Y'all better hit my cash app to support the show for this entertainment. Are you not entertained?
And if y'all can give Snowman a couple cash apps as well, so I can continue to help my family and come back from being down for a few years, we both would appreciate it. Good Lord. Let's hear it.
All types of blue hell.
Let's continue.
Wait. Back it up. Let me see the beginning of this again. I want to be sure.
Florida chili. Start with your Totino's pizza rolls onto your Habibichi. You can't make Florida chili without drizzling some ranch and hot sauce. Now you're going to grab your blocks of cream cheese and place those throughout. I'm using some cheddar jack with sharp cheddar. And now I'm going to just cut up those cream cheese and start mixing everything together well to combine. We want those Totino's pizza rolls to be nice and covered, smooth to an even layer. And we're going to top with a little bit more cheese. Close the lid on your Habibichi for just 10 minutes. It comes out like this. This Florida chili's really coming together, and those Totinos are cooked to perfection. Chop with a little bit more ranch and hot sauce and some green onions for color. Grab yourself a scoop. Look at that cheese pull. Take a bite of one of your Totinos and enjoy. Florida chili recipe.
Like I said,
did she say Florida chili?
Yes.
Did I hear that correctly? Florida chili. Well, first of all, I'm glad my wife is asleep because she cusses more than me. Second of all,
shit.
Look, anybody who knows Dr. K knows when I cuss, I'm a little tame. When she goes completely bloody off, she holds nothing back. And Dr. K warned me when we met. She says, I got to warn you about something. I said, what's that, babe? She says, I have no filter. I absolutely love that shit, which is why I keep picking at her and poking at her to get her to go off on something. But how in the blue hell are you? I retract that and I'll try again.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the all types of blue hell are you putting pizza rolls on a goddamn grill and calling it chili?
Call
it what it is. This is a mess.
No, I'm gonna call it exactly what it is.
Bullshit.
He's doing it.
Bullshit.
Right territory. But what kind of bullshit?
Give me this.
Now that's some bullshit.
No. I'm being very specific. This is a classic recipe for diarrhea. Think about it. Uncooked
pizza rolls.
Uncooked pizza rolls on top of a bunch of hot sauce.
Ranch dressing,
and cream cheese.
Cream cheese, other cheese. That's the worst case of diarrhea and backup I've ever seen in my life. And believe me, given my recent health history, I've been through both. Why are you uncooked pizza rolls? I don't need Dr. K to say she's not allowed to the cookout. I'll say it for her so she can continue to sleep. Ma'am, and I'm using the word very loosely, you're not allowed not only to any cookout, you're not allowed to any kitchen.
Yeah.
To put that piece of grade A.
So easy, so good. You got to try it.
No.
Easy Florida chili. Start with your Totino's pizza rolls onto your.
Okay.
Listen, Jody and I have made chili together.
Yes.
We have cooked chili together with stew meat, ground turkey, and ground beef, and I'm coming off the ground beef. There is nothing in the recipe. There is nothing in the recipe, and we used to live in North Carolina, as you know, and North Carolina ain't too far from Florida. There is no recipe in any book that I have studied, read, or put together that has chili involving pizza rolls.
Yeah, that's the point I want to make. What the fuck does pizza rolls have to do with chili?
You're being very lazy. No, wait. I'll stop there. I don't need to say anything else. You're being lazy. Pizza rolls are okay. Pizza rolls are ready-made. They're exactly what they are supposed to be. A fast snack. That's it. You don't you don't couple it with ranch and cream cheese and onions and hot sauce and all kinds of other stuff, and you call it chili. That ain't chili. I don't need Dr. K to say she's not allowed at the cookout. I'll say it for you, ma'am. You're not.
Here's another one for you.
This is how long LeBron James has been in the league. Rosa Parks could have watched LeBron James' rookie season.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Rosa Parks died in 2005.
No way.
Which is a fact on its own that a lot of people would get wrong. But Rosa Parks could have theoretically watched LeBron James. There are 70 plus players in the league that are younger than LeBron James's career.
Yeah, so LeBron was drafted in 03. It's 2025. So these 70 guys are under the age of 23, is what you're saying.
That is correct. It's insane.
That's wild.
There are 8 Rookie of the Year winners after LeBron James that are retired or not in the league. LeBron James is so old, he created his own teammate, Bronny James.
That's a death.
That's true, though. That is true. He's so old, he created his own player. That is so true, though. In the league so long, he created his own player.
He created his own team. Hey, find the lie. That's all.
There's no lie there.
Find the lie.
Trying to find another one that I'm sure you get a kick out of.
Oh, Jesus. He's been in the league so long, he created his own teammate. You know what? I just got my opening for Monday's Snowman in the Morning. I just got my opening. Thank you for that.
Mm-hmm.
We were on our Christmas hiatus.
Oh, this is the one I want you. Oh, now, Snowman. I hope you're sitting down.
Oh,
no. This one might actually piss you off.
Oh no. Let's have
Jerry
it.
Rice could never play in today's NFL.
Stop. 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 Jerry Rice could never play in today's NFL, especially with his original team, the San Francisco 49ers. Really? Given the fact that
I would have rather coach take Jerry Rice out of retirement than Philip Rivers.
Given the fact that I know he's going to spit some ridiculous stats about his 40 time and things like that.
No. This dude's responding saying, "Shut the fuck up."
I may have to respond to that myself. Let's hear it. Oh, I love that look.
What? Hey, bro. Wait. Time out. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Time out. Shut the fuck up.
Thank you. That's all it needs to be.
Leave that
never
picture up
play
there.
in today's.
Leave that right there. First of all, the guy talking looks like a bona fide simp.
Probably is.
Second of all, come here. Where is the sound I'm looking? I don't think I have it.
I'm so glad you said. I'm so glad you said that, Snowman. Because
press the button. Push the button. Push the button. Let's hear it. Push the button.
Simp alert. Simp.
You know who that guy on the top looks like?
By the way, hit the Cash App, support the show. Hit the Super Chat, support the show.
Are you not entertained? You know who this guy looks like? Or reminds me of? I should say. Well, as soon as he said Jerry Rice couldn't play in today's NFL, and of course he has to talk shit about the greatest goddamn receiver to ever play the game, a fellow who came from an HBCU, a fellow who was traded up to by my beloved 49ers to get. And remember, not many people want to talk about this, when Jerry Rice was drafted by the 49ers in 1985, they were the defending Super Bowl champions.
Mm-hmm.
They just won Super Bowl 19. They made a trade. I can't remember the team they traded with to move up to pick him in the first round. The rest is history. And oh, by the way, as we did in our trivia last week, couldn't play in today's NFL, huh? I bet you Jerry Rice would have a 300-yard Super Bowl game instead of a 200-yard Super Bowl game. And by the way, Jerry Rice is the only receiver with a 200-yard Super Bowl game, you dumbass. So when I see that guy talking about Jerry Rice can't play in today's NFL, I think this.
Yeah, because you particularly asked me to go over this one. Because where is it at? I know it's got to be here somewhere. I got so many Sims. Damn it. So many Sims to go over.
I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of Pressure Luck today. Wow, my body's trying to recalibrate.
Let me see. Did I put it in Black Folk? I may have put it in Black Folk, but damn it. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's y'all give me a second. I got to go to Facebook and pull it off.
Okay.
A conversation, but because you particularly asked me to go over it. Let's see.
Which means something about it pissed me off.
Where is that?
Which means something about, if I asked AB to go over something that I haven't gotten to yet, AB gave me a preview and something about it royally pissed me off. Can't wait.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
What you got for me?
You remember this little number?
The old heads can't trick us with their 80s and 90s NBA propaganda anymore because we have the footage.
First of all, boy, get some damn voice, get some bass in your voice.
Wow, this must be that tough old era defense that LeBron James would never have been able to survive. This guy puts literally 0 moves on the defender. All he does is go forward, and he gets by him with ease. And this isn't any regular old game footage. This is the 1987 NBA.
Pause. First of all, kid, did you even do your fucking research?
No.
Wait, I retract the question.
Yes.
Go on.
No, you didn't do no damn research.
Because that's Adrian fucking Dantley.
And they're just letting people out here get a free lane to the basket. Imagine putting LeBron, Wemby, or Giannis in this era. They'd quit playing because it would not be fair. Look at how physical the defense in the
I'm starting to wonder this. That
Wait.
era was.
They would
So
quit
physical.
playing?
And this guy
They would quit playing. He said LeBron would quit playing. Motherfucker, LeBron quit playing once he got in the league, you dumb son of a bitch.
had all the time in the world to take an extra dribble in and shoot a jumper. No defender even attempted to get to him. Every time I see footage and clips from the old era of basketball, it just blows my mind that people try to push the weak propaganda that players today don't play defense. That defense back then was way better than it is today. Where? If you seriously think that today's players don't play defense, just imagine how the players back then would look like trying to.
Lord, the lack of testosterone is strong with this one.
They don't play defense. They don't play defense. I've been saying
no, they don't.
They don't play defense. And most of these bronze sexuals love his chase down block anyway. Let me see if my memory serves me correctly. How many times has LeBron James won Defensive Player of the Year? Oh, that's right. None.
Guard Kyrie Irving, Steph Curry, or Shea. They'd end the game with the craziest ankle soreness just trying to keep up with them. The offense back then was worse, and they still couldn't keep up with them. Do you guys see how hard it is to keep up with a guy like Steph Curry? You got to chase that man around the court the entire game just to stop him from cooking you.
Pause. Look, kid. I love Stephen Curry. Love him to death. But do you not realize how much practice he's put into his game? And a lot of people say to me, we haven't seen this kind of guard before. Yes, we have. His name is Isaiah Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
More to the point, a little bit more in my era. His name is Maurice Cheeks. You want me to go one step? You want me to go one step further, you closed eyes son of a bitch? His name is Irvin Magic Johnson. How do you like dim apples? Let me go one step further. You're talking about ankle breakers? How about a fellow we like to name Kevin Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
How about John Stockton? Huh? How about a little motherfucker from Boston College by the name of Michael Adams?
Oh, I'll do you one better.
Talk to me.
And say what you want about the man, you have to give him his props. Can you imagine how much shit Larry Bird would be talking if he was in his prime playing right now?
Man, you know what? I love Larry.
Can you imagine the level of shit talking he would be doing
because most of these guys that are in the NBA now only played 1 year of college if they played any.
Yes.
Look at some of the names: the Bernard King, Tim Hardaway, Mark Jackson. How about that? Huh?
Can you imagine the level of shit talking Larry Bird would, if Larry Bird was still in his prime and was playing the league right now?
If Larry Joe Bird was in his prime and in the league today, the league would be shut down.
Yes. Literally.
Why? Because Larry Bird would get in everybody's head in 2 seconds.
Yes.
How often did he live rent-free in Magic Johnson's head? And how often did Magic Johnson live rent-free in Larry Bird's head? Hell, you want to go one step further? How about this? How long did Michael Jordan live rent-free in the Boston Celtics heads? Huh? How do you like them apples? See, when we grew up watching basketball, and this is why I want BGS to do a video with me, and he said he would.
Mm-hmm.
They actually had skills.
Yes.
More to the point, they actually had, I'm going to cuss, and y'all forgive me for cussing. They actually had discipline.
Ooh.
Yeah, I said it. And yeah,
I remember watching NBA games, and you barely see a free throw miss.
Exactly. Because why, class? In the immortal words of BGS, they worked on it.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of guys who would talk shit and get in your head, and this guy said the level of I got a present for you, and this is also for Dr. K. Does the name Reggie Miller mean anything to you?
Oh, yes. Yes, it does. It's the 2K they won't put Reggie Miller in the game on all-time Pacers.
Well, you know why?
Yeah, he won't give him the names.
Right.
He won't give him the right to his name.
He won't give him the right, and I don't fucking blame him. You know who is the king of not giving rights to these video games? Michael Jordan.
Yes. It took forever to get Michael Jordan to NBA Live. Straight up.
It took 30 years for him to finally relinquish and put his name and likeness in a game, and he only did it once.
Bernard King, yeah.
Bernard King from the Knicks. Yep. Mentioned I just saw his name. Tim Hardaway. Mentioned him. Right? Dennis Johnson played with the Suns and then played with the Celtics. Well, first he played with the Seattle Supersonics. And bring back the Seattle Supersonics, will you please? Fuck Oklahoma City. Fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
And I got friends telling me, well, you got to live with them. Shut the fuck up. Fuck OKC.
Sometimes I wonder if this is AI, man, because to have all that hair on his face and have that little bass in his voice. Come on. Am I missing something?
There's a sound I'm looking for, and I don't think I have it on this computer.
Dellavedova had to be on oxygen just to try and keep up with Steph Curry. The old heads back then barely broke a sweat playing defense. The old heads.
I'm sorry. There's no way a grown man could talk to me like that and have me take him seriously. It's just not going to happen.
There's no way I'd be able to take him seriously now with that voice.
Can't trick us with their 80s and 90s NBA propaganda anymore because we have the footage.
Maybe he's just speaking video because there's no way you could sound like that. And no.
Wow, this must be that tough old era defense that LeBron James would never have been able to survive. This guy puts literally 0 moves under the.
Stop.
Son, you ain't lived long enough.
Okay. Let's start. Let me come. These two gentlemen here in the part of the video where you froze it.
Yeah.
These are 2 Hall of Famers. The one with the ball is Adrian Dantley.
Okay.
And the one playing defense is Kevin McHale.
2 Hall of Famers.
2 Hall of Famers. And plus, if I remember this footage correctly, this was Game 5, 87, Boston Garden. I want to say this is the night where Larry Bird stole the ball on an inbound pass and won the game as he found DJ for a layup. I want to say that's it. I'm not sure if that's it or not, but look, I've watched basketball since 1980. I got into it fully in 1982. All Bill Laimbeer would have to do is elbow LeBron James once, right in the chest, and he'd bitch out faster than he did. You know what? I'm going to go there. All Bill Laimbeer would have to do is hit LeBron James in the chest once. Just once. And he'd bitch out faster than the woman who gave him a love child. Oops. Did I say that aloud?
Like I said, can you imagine the level of shit talk Larry Bird would be doing right now without any Bill and Beards in the league to push him around? I mean, make shots.
Do you know how much shit talking Larry Bird would do? Do you know how much shit talking Isaiah Thomas would do? Do you know how much shit talking Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, and quite a few others would do to the guys in the league now? They quit after one game. They quit.
Pretty much. They would take their ball and go home after a couple of games on Jordan.
They would take the ball and go home after a couple of quarters. Fuck a couple of games. LeBron would not survive a game in Michael Jordan's era. Not one. Because Laimbeer would chop him. Patrick Ewing would chop him. Robert Parrish would chop him. Kevin McHale would just take your knees out from under you. And Bill Cartwright, dear God, don't get hit with one of his elbows.
Hell.
If LeBron ever got hit with one of Bill Cartwright's elbows, he ain't getting up.
Let's give credit where credit's due. Before Kobe's knees got bad, that dude was a monster.
Oh, man, love Kobe being Bryant. You know, listen, with this guy right here.
I got to find that clip. There's this clip of him. It's one of the nastiest dunks I've ever seen in my life. He's dunking on Stephon Marbury when he was playing for I think he was playing for the Knicks. He did like this reverse dunk. It's one of the nastiest dunks I've ever seen in my life. I was like, damn.
I think I know the dunk you're talking about. With this guy that's doing the narration, and I can't find the clip that I want. So I'll have to do this live. As far as this guy I'm doing the narration, all I have to say is, what is gay?
Oh yeah, tell me. What is gay? Why are you gay?
BGS, you have to send me that again.
Hold on, wait. Well, actually, no. I take that back. You want to know why?
Why?
Because that's actually an insult to some gay men. Why are you so? Why are you sassy, boy?
Why are you a sassy simp?
Because there's some gay dudes that have all the bass in their voice, but why are you so sassy, boy?
The old heads can't trick us with their 80s and 90s NBA propaganda anymore because we have the footage. Wow, this must be that tough old era defense that LeBron James would never have been able to survive. This guy.
Okay, that's enough of that.
Yes, and thank you for covering that. Embiid versus Parrish. Embiid versus Parrish. You're talking about a wannabe center versus the Chief. Joel Embiid versus Robert Parrish. One of them's nicknamed the Chief. The other is Joel Embiid. One of them's a 3-time champion. The other's Joel Embiid.
This one's hilarious. Now we're going to AI section for a little bit.
I take that back.
Ready?
One of them.
Ready? Go.
You're like, I'm getting that chick. I'm getting them chicken legs. Them chicken legs are good as hell too. Yeah, that dog.
See ya.
Yeah, he had no chance with them chicken legs. Damn.
Oh.
Damn, them chicken legs look good.
Don't they?
Y'all Thanksgiving got me fucked the hell up this year. I've been in this kitchen for 13 hours and I ain't made nothing but a mess in this bitch. I bought a frozen turkey and this fat motherfucker won't thaw for shit. I tried to carry it into the microwave.
Yeah, now class.
Wait.
FYI, class.
Time. Stop. He says, hold the phone. Stop. Penalty flag on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you thawing a whole ass turkey? God, I sound like my kids. In a microwave.
No. Yeah, class. I was about to say, class. If you want your turkey to thaw out, class, you have to take that thing out at least a day before.
Yes.
And leave it out, leave it in the sink, and let that sucker thaw.
And the first thing you do when you put it in the sink is you surround it with what, class? Hot water.
Class, I learned this the hard way. I didn't thaw out the ham properly, and when I took it out and tested, that sucker was frozen. It was still frozen in the middle.
I've made that mistake also with a ham and a
Damn
turkey.
near threw out my back. If the chef in the kitchen don't got arms like mine, that motherfucker needs to get the hell out, because they food gonna be bland as fuck. Kids, get the fuck over here right now and help me with these goddamn dishes.
Yeah, that is true to a certain degree.
It is. It
Y'all
is.
ungrateful asses are useless as all hell. Motherfucker, I said to get sweet potato pie, not pumpkin pie. I'm black. I don't do this pumpkin bullshit. I'm trying this new Pinterest recipe. Let's see how it tastes.
Oh, no.
Hell nah, this tastes like all of it. Damn. Oh my God, I forgot about the goddamn turkey. Everybody get the fuck out the house. This bitch about to burn to the ground. Call 911. Thanksgiving is fucking ruined. This block ass turkey done burned to hell. I ain't ever hosting Thanksgiving again for these ungrateful ass kids. Y'all Thanksgiving got me fucked the hell up this year.
Damn.
When they ask me what is that smell you're wearing,
What the
it's
hell
clean
is
ass by soap and water.
Where's Mr. Z when I need him? I gotta send some of these to Mr. Z. There's a whole bunch of these that are made in this kind of form. I kid you not. I kid you not, Snowman. I'm telling Snowman. I'm telling you right now.
Yes, sir.
These little clips right here are going to be the big mamas of my generation.
They already are. Fuck a whole lot of that.
Well, hell, some of them already are grandmothers, but yeah,
they already.
When they ask me what is that smell you're wearing, it's clean ass by soap and water.
I guarantee this is going to be my generation when they get up in the big mama age. This is what they're going to sound like.
This year, I decided to put mistletoe in my back pocket. so everyone can kiss my ass. This year, I decided.
I'm telling you, bro. This is gonna be the big mamas in my generation right here. I gotta send some of these to Z because this is gonna be the big mamas of the older millennials. I'm telling you right now.
I put mistletoe in my back pocket.
Then I drank a Red Bull. Now I don't give a flying fuck. I didn't give a fuck. Then I drank a Red Bull. Now I don't give a flying fuck.
Yep, I'm telling you right now, this is gonna be the big mama.
You know that. You know how they have dad. You know how they have dad jokes. Now we got big mama jokes, courtesy of AI. Good Lord.
This is what they're gonna sound like. I'm telling you.
Bitch, please. I'm so fucking fabulous. I pee glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows. Bitch, please.
I'm telling you, this is what they're gonna sound like. I'm telling you.
I pee glitter,
yes,
cupcakes, and fart rainbows.
Oh my God.
I'm so fucking fabulous. I pee glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows. Bitch, please. I'm so fucking fabulous. I pee glitter, shit cupcakes, and fart rainbows. Bitch, please. I'm so fucking. My dog was licking his balls. My homeboy said, I wish I could do that. Told him, you better pet him first. He's kind of mean.
What?
My dog was licking his balls. My homeboy said, I wish I could do that. Told him, you better pet him first. He's kind of mean.
Oh, gosh.
My dog was licking his balls.
I told you, man. This is what the millennial big mamas are going to look like.
Millennial and AA big mamas are going to sound exactly like this.
I think my New Year's resolution for this year will be to tell people to fuck off more. I think my New Year's resolution for this year, not stabbing someone when you really want to, is a sign of successful adulting.
I told you, man, this is going to be my generation right here, especially in the hood.
Bitch, if you're going to be two-faced, then at least make one of them pretty. Bitch, ladies, coochie is not a Christmas present. How you going to give someone something that's open, used, and played with?
Now that's some good. Now, in fairness, that's some good advice, though.
Ladies, coochie is not a Christmas present. How you gonna give someone something that's open, used, and played with? Ladies, coochie is not a Christmas present.
Used, and played.
How you gonna give someone something that's open, used, and played with?
Mm-hmm.
Well. Oh my Lord.
We gotta hear that again. Oh,
please.
Ladies,
I felt that one.
Coochie is not a Christmas present. How you gonna give someone something that's open, used, and played with? Ladies, coochie is not a Christmas present. How you gonna give someone something that's open, used, and played with? Do crackheads say, I can't get high today because I'm broke? No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead try harder than you today. Do crackheads say, I can't get high today because I'm broke? No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead try harder than you today. Do crackheads say, I can't get high today because I'm broke? No, they make it happen. Don't let a crackhead try harder than you today. Do crackheads...
This is my 6th baby and 7th baby daddy.
Well, at least you'll get more EBT.
Dead ass. This is my 6th baby.
Oh, gosh.
Baby and 7th baby daddy.
Well, at least you'll get more EBT.
Boy, what you think you're doing?
What it look like I'm doing, Mama? I'm cooking myself some pancakes. That Christmas turkey you cooked was dry and nasty. Feed it to the dog, man. Never in your life try to host another Christmas dinner. You hear me? That turkey was nasty.
Boy, what you think you're doing?
What it look like I'm doing, Mama? Mama, go fix me some food right now.
Ask politely, then I will.
Quit playing, go fix me some food. I ain't got to ask politely. Now get out the bed and go fix me some food right now. Mama, go fix me some food right now.
You know this is a man. You would have got snatched.
snatched nothing. He'd have been thrown out the window like a football.
You mean he got snatched either by your mom or your dad? Like, what are you talking to?
Exactly.
You don't like me or my church, take your ass over to East Travis Baptist over on fucking Martin Luther.
Pastor, with all due respect, I don't think we're going to take your inconsistency.
Mrs. Johnson, I don't give a flying fuck about what you got to say. You can go head on out now. You don't like me or my church, take your ass.
You know, statistically, Black women are the most educated group in America.
Oh, really? Then how come most of our kids are being taught by white women in school?
Damn!
Oh!
You know, statistically, Black women are the most educated group in America.
Oh, really? Then how come most of our kids are being taught by white women in school?
Oh, I might have to clip that one.
Fast ball. Strike 3.
You know, statistically, Black women are the most educated group in America.
Oh, really? Then how come most of our kids are being taught by white women in school?
Now I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Fuck ya. Word to Pinky. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Fuck ya. Word to Pinky.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know why it's the same, I don't know why this became a thing, but it's a thing.
Sister Mary is a butt slut and will try to spread lies about me paying for her stinky services. I promise it never happened a lot. Amen?
Never happened a lot. Well, that means you
never happened a lot. That means you still claim that it did.
Yeah.
Fuck.
As long as
Oh my Lord!
She's running. Help her.
As long as you
Damn.
We
No.
stole billions from taxpayers.
And loved every moment of it.
We stole billions from taxpayers.
All right, class, question for the day. Would you want your son treated like you treat your man?
Excuse me, Professor, that is completely inappropriate. We're leaving.
All right, class, question for the day. Would you want your son treated like you treat your man?
Excuse me, Professor, that is completely inappropriate. We're leaving.
All right, class, question for the
I can't believe y'all are signing a petition for me to go back to Trinidad. I thought y'all were my sons.
That's funny.
That did not.
I was never your son, Nikki, for the record, but you know.
That did not. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Which one I want to do? I think I'm gonna do. Let's go to black female fuckery. I'm independent. Let's look to
Let's hear it. Let's see it. Let's hear it.
I'm independent dance.
Oh jeez.
I mean this in the most disrespectful manner. Shut the fuck up talking about black men. So this little girl gets on social media saying all black men do is teach their boys how to play sports. Y'all need to teach them how to fucking change a tire, build a house. Well, bitch, who's raising the black men today? I find it
exactly. Y'all can't get out of our ways long enough for us to teach them anything.
Let's end 2025 with a bang. Since bitches want to be messy and do shit for attention and views, I'm going to give you the attention that you're looking for. So this is Cole. Everyone meet Cole. I would tag him, but after I called him out for the messy ass, fake ass, scary ass bitch that he is, he blocked me. Was it something I said? Cole has built a platform partially off of saying things like, we need to protect black women need protection, oh my god, protect black women. But does Cole actually protect black women in real life? Is J-Lo a good singer?
Yeah, I think we know the answer to that. How about now?
How about now?
I was freezing.
I got that.
I love that line. How about now?
I got that clip now.
In a group chat with Cole and another black woman. I'm not going to name any of the black women in this story because unlike Cole, I actually do believe in protecting black women. Cole took it upon himself to crop messages in our group chat and send them to another black woman to make it seem like the other black woman in the group chat was talking bad about this other black woman. Now, unlike Cole, me and the other two black women are real ass bitches. So the black woman that Cole sent the screenshots to immediately reached out to the black woman in the group chat to understand what the fuck was going on. Now, without even needing to be told, the black woman that I was in the group chat with immediately knew that it was Cole who sent the messages because it was only Cole, this other black woman, and me in the group chat. That's an important detail. Remember that for later. But the two other women hashed it out. They realized that messages were being taken out of context, and the black.
By the way, I got 27 watching. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the Cash App, support the show. Hit the Super Chat, support the show. It's my birthday month. Support an AB birthday.
And happy early
woman
birthday.
that I was in the group chat with asked the other black woman if it was Cole who sent the messages, and she confirmed that it was Cole who sent the messages. So now she comes back to our group chat and asks.
She confirmed it.
Hard reality that I had to learn about growing up is realizing everybody fake as fuck. Everybody, bitch. Everybody. A hard reality that I had to learn about growing up is realizing everybody fake as fuck.
Yeah.
So this nigga gonna stay at work all motherfucking day from sun up to fucking sundown because I said I wouldn't give him none. I don't give a fuck. So this nigga gonna stay at work.
The question is he at work or is he
somewhere else?
Okay, let me get this straight. The boy was out of control, and so the dad stepped in and took the boy in and was over there putting belt to ass, and he had rules, right? And the boy didn't like that. So he called his mama, conspired with his mama to get from over to the daddy house. She helps him, and he goes back to her house where there ain't no rules, ain't nobody being raised worth a damn. He gets back up with the same gang of kids that the dad tried to keep him away from and resume his life as a YN in training. He's online, posted up with weapons. He gets with this same group of boys that go and ambush those kids that was walking down the street, unalive the little girl who I think was 13 or 14. And now the daddy's on Facebook Live calling for you to be arrested.
Yep.
She should go to jail. She should definitely go to jail.
Great.
Dear Diary, I have a crush on Khalid. He's so handsome. I'm not snitching on you.
You ever wonder what kind of person grows up, turns 18, and immediately cuts off their family? This person.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yep.
Look, I get it. Her sister snitching. Yeah, that's messed up, but she's just a kid. Kids do things like that. But what's straight up unforgivable is the mom laughing at her daughter while she's crying, then turning around and posting it online for everyone to see. One of your daughters just crossed a serious line by invading her sister's privacy. And instead of using that moment to teach her about boundaries, about respect, you're encouraging it. You're laughing, recording it, and sharing it with the world. And then years later, these same parents are left wondering, why doesn't my daughter ever reach out to me? Why don't my kids talk to me? Well, maybe it's because this is how you treated them. When they needed their privacy, their trust, and their support the most, you betrayed them. Actions like this are why they don't pick up the phone anymore. You can't wonder why they cut you off when you're the one who cut them first.
Dear Diary.
There is a trend going on why women do not want men living with them. Well, for number one, these men are bums or mama's boys. They want you to take care of them like their mama take care of them. Yes, grown ass men. They want 3 meals a day. They want to go in your refrigerator, eat all of your food. They do not want to work. They want to lay in your bed. They want a
Yeah, ma'am, I don't want to do any of that with you. No.
I am happily spoken for.
Yep.
So I'm good.
What's going on, neighbor?
Hey, Snowman.
Talk to me.
Because given that you are spoken for, could you get a praise dance for him, AB?
housekeeper.
Yeah, I haven't made one yet. I'll make one.
They see you struggling with these jobs while they're watching you and telling you it's going to get better. Last and foremost, they want you to buy them a PlayStation 5. There is a trend going on while women do not want men living with them.
I don't want a PlayStation 5, nor do I need a PlayStation 5. My whole studio is my PlayStation because I create better content.
Mm-hmm.
What's up,
Babe, you there?
I guess he's dealing with something with his audio right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give him a minute.
Well, for number one, these men are bums or mama's boys.
Freeze.
They want you.
Freeze. Ma'am, I'm not a mama's boy because I had my father right until he passed away. Now, was my mother in my life? Absolutely. They were married 40 years. But a lot of things I learned in life, I learned from Pops.
Yep.
Females think getting an abortion is the best thing ever until you meet the man of your dreams, your husband, your ride or die, your soulmate, and he want to have a baby, and he wondering why y'all can't get pregnant. He think it's him. And then y'all be letting these men think it's them the whole time. You just don't want to tell him you got an abortion. Because y'all know, y'all females know these men here, you get an abortion, they don't want nothing to do with you. Like, I ain't going to care to you if I was a dude.
First of all, she's half-assing it. A woman who's not had, you don't get this kind of problem if you have a single abortion. If you had if you had more than 2 or 3 abortions, yeah, because you pretty much fucked up your entire uterus and whatnot.
Yes.
And your fertility's gone to shit. So you don't be lying, don't be half-assed, don't be selective with the truth here. Don't be cherry picking here, bitch. Secondly, men understand if you've had multiple abortions, that let us know if you've been able to get knocked up by plenty of dudes, what else have you picked up from these guys? This is why I say, this is, as somebody who grew up in a country where HIV/AIDS was a serious issue, we were always told it was mandatory that any couple who got married had to get tested for anything. In fact, Tommy Sotomayor, in fact, I'm going to say this, one last thing. Tommy Sotomayor once said, fellas, when was the last time you asked your woman, when was the last time she went to a gynecologist? When was the last time she went to OBGYN? If she don't go, that should tell you everything.
He's right.
She don't go, she don't get tested. She don't go, she don't get tested. Those are red flags. Get the hell away from her. You know that her coochie is a biohazard.
What other term did you use? A petri dish.
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, babe.
That's a question.
Who's sleeping with chicks like that?
Not I, says me.
Who is getting
what do you think?
That would be in her circle? Who's getting these chicks pregnant?
Simpler. That answers your question.
These are practice girls and slump busters. What the hell are these? Ooh.
There is
I ask that question every time I look at Black China's mama. Who got that stupid bitch pregnant?
You know what?
Especially the one who sired Black China.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we can rag on these chicks all day long, but I mean, are you sleeping with them?
Yeah.
They're not holding a gun to you and forcing you on the bed. You know what I'm saying?
The truth of the matter is
$6. That's how much you gotta pay. No, that's how much you gotta pay.
It's a matter of taste.
Thank you. The children live with him.
Thank you.
I don't see the celebration. Wait a minute. What happened to the celebration? Because you're the one that's paying that $2,576. The children live with him. He should not pay you anything. Did you have any questions about that number? Not at this time, Your Honor. $576. That's how much you gotta pay. No, that's how much you gotta pay.
Whoops.
Thank you. The children live with him.
Whoops. Oops.
And you gotta stop walking around like you're not better than men.
Here comes the bullshit.
Yeah.
You, as a woman, are better than every single man on this earth.
Time. Did somebody else's bullshit monitor just go off?
Mm-hmm.
Another double
The
dose
silent
of
alarm, my mom went off.
courtesy of the Bonnet Brigade.
There is not a man walking, dead or alive, that is better than you as a woman.
It's okay, baby.
Women create men. Women give birth to men. So how dare you be moving through life as if you are not better than them?
Nah,
Crap on her forehead.
I don't think so.
You are. Men owe you. Men owe
20 second time. 20 seconds. It's it's
if I'm not mistaken, Bay, I think that's where our baby hair used to be.
Yep.
That looked like some type of weird
That's
wig it looked like a plastic wig that she smoothed down with that grease or whatever, that green hair grease.
It could have been worse, man. Imagine she kept it laid if she kept it laid down with that Gorilla Glue like Dumb Heifer did a couple years back.
That's what it looked like. But this is why I say it's a matter of taste, because my thing is, show me your last 5 girlfriends, and then I'll be able to determine where you sit with females. You know what I'm saying?
And here's my pushback. Bigger, deeper than the pushback she got on her hairline. Ma'am, you just told some bullshit. First of all, you don't create life. You carry life. Remember, men sire life. You know why men are important? Why the sperm is important here? Because it's the 23rd chromosome in the sperm cell that determines the sex of the child. When we sire a child, either it's going to be female or male, because depending on whether or not that sperm cell has an X chromosome or a Y chromosome. Yep. All you have are X chromosomes, woman. You don't create life. You conceive it and bring it forth. We sire it, Harris, create it.
Good warning. Y'all don't care about predators for real, because you telling me the barber that was beating his meat in front of the child and the mother didn't care. You telling me the pastors be touching on kids and the pastor's wife don't care. You telling me all this stuff be happening and y'all do not care. But let your son be gay. Oh, he got to get kicked out the house. Let your daughter be a hoe. Oh, she a hoe. She should be ashamed of herself. But let those same kids be touched by a predator. Y'all keep that predator around though. That predator get to come to every family function. Like, the world doesn't care about predators, but it cares about everything else. How you would be shamed more for being fat than being an effing predator. What is wrong with this world? Trigger warning. Y'all don't care about predators for real, because you telling me the barber that was beating his meat in front of the child and the mother didn't care. You telling me the pastors be touching on kids and the pastor's wife.
Let's talk about this for a minute.
What's she talking about? Yeah.
Well, she's pretty much talking about, sexual abuse in the Black community. And here's what I have to say about sexual abuse in the Black community. I'm saying it that way for a reason. Y'all want Black women don't want to have an honest conversation about sexual abuse in the Black community.
When have they ever wanted an honest conversation?
Because to have an honest conversation, let me see what that is. What's going on, Louis? To have an honest conversation.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
What up, Louis?
What up?
Zephyrfy.
Do it down.
To have an honest conversation about sexual abuse in the Black community, they would have to admit that the only reason these sexual predators are allowed to come around the family is because
they let them
big
come.
mamas keep secrets.
You want a real honest conversation? You know what to force them to do? Look in the goddamn mirror.
Yeah, well. Bay, I did cover Trump invading Venezuela earlier.
Did you get they killed my stream?
Really?
Yeah. I'm like, hold on. I'm always on Forbes. They killed my stream. Talking about some copyright. I'm like, since when?
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh,
I smell some.
At least they did they kill the channel as well, or is the channel still up? First of all,
the channel's still up. That's why I'm here.
Okay. All right. Good.
Like, get the hell up out of here. So I saw y'all was
No. Yeah. I understand where I'm coming from. What I mean by that. True. Bitter. At least they didn't take down your channel yet again. All right, now they got you with the copyright strike, but that means you got to be on your toes on this one. We don't know what else they're going to try to curb us from streaming and whatnot.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm about to going back to Embrace Villainy 2.0. I've already got it set up. Just need to do the content.
All right.
I got good news.
This was go ahead.
Let me say goodnight because I'm going.
All right, no.
I'm going to crash because I'm spending.
My best to Jody.
Thanks. I'm spending most of the day with my wife.
Snowman.
Yes,
Snowman.
Yes.
Did you get my message on Facebook? Because there's something I need you got to show Jody.
I did get message. I sent said message, and she hasn't stopped smiling.
Mm-hmm.
And to the bitch who said, "You're better than any man on the earth," riddle me this: why does my wife call me her king all the time? And on that, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later.
Bye bye. Nice, Snowman.
Were you trying to get in, Lou?
My best to Jody.
All right.
All right.
Lou? He'll be back.
Yeah, he stepped down. All right, let's get back to this.
Ooh. Oh, nice Dennis Haysbert avatar, by the way, Bitter.
Huh?
No, why the fuck I didn't only had a job for like a month?
No, that's Dennis Haysbert you got as your avatar. Look cool.
It's
from Lucifer.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go to black folk. Then I got some else I got to cover.
Some of you need to understand your family's trying to brainwash you. They're trying to make sure that you live in their reality. I realized this early on. There are people in your life who are your family, the same last name. Y'all got the same blood. They want you to suffer like them.
Pretty much.
That is their life goal. They won't say it out loud because that's not right, but that's how they feel. You just have to watch their actions. They will do whatever is possible so that you don't get to build your own life. You can tell because anything outside the household, they don't approve of it. Anytime you want to move a little bit different than they do, they don't like it. Anytime that you have something to say, they don't even want to hear it. I'm serious. They will make sure that you don't even get to say anything. You're just going to sit in silence and just let everything happen. If you don't learn to gain power, confidence in your voice, you will become brainwashed. You become very angry because you're stuck into a reality that isn't actual reality. Actual reality doesn't have to be bitter all the time.
Don't talk about being in a black family like that.
Doesn't have to be negative all the time. People don't have to belittle you all the time. You don't have to wake up and be miserable. You don't have to come home from work and be miserable. Get away from those environments and find peace of mind.
Agreed.
Just when you think you heard it all, you haven't. Now, there are videos going around. Young black men decided that they want to start putting on clothes. They're going to start wearing suits, dress slacks, dress shirts. They're wearing the quarter zip sweaters, putting on hats, looking real nice. But because of that, black women have decided to come out and take them and tell them that they're falling into white supremacy. The way they're trying to dress is falling into white supremacy, and that they shouldn't be trying to dress like that because they're doing what the white man want them to do. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up because these young guys have decided that they want to put on some clothes. They want to look decent. They're tired of walking around with their pants off their ass, showing their funky ass drawers. They're being attacked by black women. And you want to know why black women don't get the respect that they should be getting. They don't get the respect they should be getting because they don't respect themselves. Because anytime you respect yourself, you may be first walking around with a man with his pants off his ass, showing his little funky drawers. A man wouldn't even be able to step to you with that on. But because these men have decided to wear the slacks, dress shirts, quarter zip sweaters, they're falling into white supremacy. Let me tell y'all something. These white people not walking around here thinking they're bigger than you, they're thinking they're more than you. Y'all are the ones that have that mentality. Y'all are the ones giving them that credit. Oh, white supremacy. Y'all are the ones thinking that they're above y'all. Y'all are the ones, everything is about white supremacy. Y'all are giving them that title. I mean, for real. Y'all ridiculous. Y'all rather walk around with a man calling you bitches and hoes, walk around with their pants off their ass, showing their funky jaws. You'll hold their hand, walk proudly with them and say, this is my man. This is my man. Yeah, he just called me a bitch. This is my man. Girl, last night we was at home smoking a blunt, drinking some Don Quavo. You know, y'all proud to say that stuff. But if he come to you with some dress slacks on, looking decent, probably bringing you some flowers or something, then that's the problem. Because he's not a thug. They're saying that they got a problem with being a thug. They act like they're embarrassed of being a thug. Let me tell y'all something real quick. Because I'm tired of y'all using these words, changing them to fit y'all. Because real thugs didn't walk around with their pants off their ass. If you go back and look at the history of real thugs, Al Capone was a thug.
Yep.
Frank Lucas was a thug. Those are real thugs. And if you notice, they all wore suits. They always had some money because they knew how to hustle. They didn't wait around and wait for no woman to take care of them. They took care of their women. They kept money in their pocket. They kept a hustle. They had respect for the women around them. You understand what I'm saying? So when y'all come on a thug didn't walk around with his pants off his ass. Real thugs wore suits. Y'all got to be stopped. Not because these guys no longer want to walk around with their funky drawers out.
Well, that's what happens when you're raised in a single mother raised environment. But you know, anyway. Remove that. Put that back up. Yeah, talking shit about my governor, Mike Braun. But now we're going to move to Roly Poly. We got to talk about Roly Poly today. He says, hit the like button so I can earn some more butter biscuits while I have a Dr. King's name in my mouth.
Well,
hold on, wait a minute. Gotta scroll back here. Yep.
14, 15.
What are you counting?
Huh?
What are you counting? I hear you saying 14, 15.
Oh, y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, you want want muted up, man.
You really want to know?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm going through my photo album.
Oh.
I'm just counting my friends. I'm counting my friends.
Routine or a comedic sketch of some kind. But unfortunately, this continues to be the analysis economically and otherwise that is imposed on Black audiences.
I mix what I like, what I like, what I like, what I.
Oh, God.
When y'all see me post, when we are calling out brands for not advertising with us, Pepsi, when y'all see us calling out brands, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Clorox, products that Black people are buying, when y'all see us doing that, I'm going to need y'all to respond the same way y'all do if I post some shit about LeBron, Michael Jordan, Beyonce, or Tyrese, or something entertainment.
Translation, help me get my butter biscuit, B.
Sports. Because see, if they look up and they see, oh, damn, this thing did 40,000 likes. Oh, my God, that post had 5,000 comments. They going to do the math. But see, when you only have 20 or 30 likes and 5 or 6 comments, you know what they say? Oh, we ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that. Good.
So just to be clear, he's blaming the Black audience, his Black audience, for not paying enough attention to his calls for more ad revenue to be spent with him by these white corporations.
Yeah, whenever you hear Roland Martin talking about support Black media, he's talking about himself. He ain't talking about anybody else. Oh, come on. What's wrong with my mouse?
I see the count. I hear the countdown count. Still getting his count on.
Change those batteries, AB.
26.
Wait, is it a wireless or a wired mouse you got, man?
In a better world, what we're about to see would be a comedy.
No, it's my.
But see, when you only have 20 or 30 likes and 5 or 6 comments, you know what they say? Oh, we ain't worried about that. We ain't worried about that. Good.
So just to be clear, he's blaming the black audience, his black audience, for not paying enough attention to his calls for more ad revenue to be spent with him by these white corporations and ad buyers. And he's saying that when you don't give over your attention and likes in the same way you do for the entertainment news, you are undermining his black media operation. One question might be, why doesn't the economic news distinguish?
So. Okay, that's it.
Is using the same black capitalist narrative, the black entrepreneurial business narrative, to target black audiences who are their primary consumer base with the blame for not generating the revenue that he wants and that he's desiring and that he needs to get from white ad buyers. Black companies, black communities do not generate and do not have the kinds of revenue to support and float big time mainstream commercial media outlets like Roland Martin is attempting and wants to be. So he has to go to the Cloroxes, the Wells Fargos, the Pepsis. And what does that also mean? That he provides a content that they are happy to support, meaning he can't provide a content that would be radically, analytically, politically threatening to those outlets. So in some ways, this is, again, a confession couched in bravado and blame of black communities.
They're not confessing.
They're bragging.
Somebody in the chat just said F, Pepsi, BOA, Clorox, and Wells Fargo. Now you see how much money we spent with them?
So you can't say F these companies. Roland is saying, because we spend so much money with them. And what he's also saying is because I want them to spend more money with me. And my commercial media outlet can't survive without their constant and increased revenue. And he's also said, by promoting the buying power mythology, he's telling his white ad buyers, I'm promising you a certain number of black eyeballs and revenue spending. If I don't deliver, then I undermine my own claim that we have this buying power that I'm using to promote my outlet to white ad buyers and corporations who would then spend their ad revenue with me.
Y'all need to understand, black people, oh man, we are some amazing consumers. But Dr. King said on April 3rd, 1968, in his last sermon at Mason Temple in Memphis, he said, black people individually are poor, collectively represent one of the largest economies in the world. We must move as a collective to achieve action.
Now I'm going to show you why what he's doing here is truly diabolical and a complete misrepresentation.
Yeah, keep Dr. King's name out of your mouth, Roland.
Of Dr. King, even as he correctly notes something that King did say in error, in part because he removes the context King was working within and changes it to suggest that what Roland Martin is doing is in the same vein and context politically as Dr. King, so that he can make a claim similarly to Dr. King's, but for different purposes. And I'll come back to that in a moment. But this is truly diabolical. It's anti-historical. It's anti a black community analysis. To the extent I'm subdued, in my temperament, I don't want to at all suggest that I'm not enraged by this kind of misrepresentation, as we all should be. This is brutal right here.
Black-owned media can only survive if we move as a collective in demanding our.
My media can only survive if we move as a collective to kiss these other corporations' ass. Is pretty much what he's saying.
Fair share of dollars.
So again, just quickly, and I'll come back to this. King's context was black community and global anti-colonial, anti-imperialist uprise. You just heard there, Roland changes the context to black-owned media can only survive if blah, 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 blah. Okay? It's a very important distinction.
And if there are companies and he's represented by these ad agencies that refuse to spend money with black-owned media, then we will come back and tell our black audience that they will not spend money with us and we should not spend money with them. That is the only way this is going to change.
What did
okay, so you see there that Roland Martin at the end there.
Huh?
What is he talking about?
He talking about he wants endorsement from Pepsi, Clorox, and all that shit. And he needs
but
more
your
likes.
content is low IQ racist stuff. You're a low dude, Roland. You're a low IQ racist. What the hell makes you think that they're gonna give you money in this administration where they're trying to do away with that stuff? What is he talking about?
Threatens boycotting and withholding black dollars from certain corporations to the extent that they will not support black-owned media. All right, this is a very important distinction. And the face he's making here, in many ways, it's reflective of the poor analysis he's offering here. All right, but this is why it's ultimately so diabolical, because Roland Martin again changes the context of the speech here that I'm showing you from April 3rd, 1968, where Dr. King was speaking the night before he was assassinated. And of course, he's there to support striking sanitation workers as part of a labor movement. He's not there to support black bourgeois and entrepreneurial business media owners. Okay, he's there to support working people. I do like the shot he takes here at Lincoln, reminding everybody that he was a vacillating president and was not some revolutionary. But just to get to the point, just as an example, as King says here in that same speech, something is happening in our world. The masses of people are rising up, and wherever they are assembled today, whether they are in Johannesburg, South Africa, Nairobi, Kenya, Accra, Ghana, New York City, Atlanta, Georgia, Jackson, Mississippi, or Memphis, Tennessee, the cry is always the same. We want to be free. Okay, so he's putting black people back within the global Pan-African anti-imperialist decolonial revolutionary struggle, not reducing everything to some entrepreneurial black media ownership call. As he says here, the issue is human rights revolution, and there's something is to be done in a hurry to also in the human rights revolution, if something isn't done in a hurry to bring the colored peoples of the world out of their long years of poverty, their long years of hurt and neglect, the whole world is doomed. Okay, so again, he's not talking about black consumers are holding back the black-owned media, and if we don't work together to support black-owned media to get white corporate ad revenue to that.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, if you break the generational curse of living in poverty, if you break your voting cycle, if you get off that Democratic plantation, be an independent, you don't have to be a Republican, you can be an independent, and then you start looking to get your money. It's 2026. You can make money just by chewing a sandwich up close to a microphone, just showing your lips.
Mm-hmm.
If you get up off your tail, stop being lazy, and do what you have to do to get the bag, you don't have to worry about being at the very bottom of the economic ladder. There's a reason why you have a YouTube channel, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why you have a TikTok, right?
Yep.
You're trying to make some money.
Yes.
You're trying to make money. Everybody's trying to make money. But my thing is that if you see that it's not working for you, keep in mind, I'm speaking in general. You see this not working for you, see what's working for others, and then make the change. Put your own little pizzazz on it, your own little spin. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody wants to play the damn victim. Stop playing the victim. You're not a victim. You know who you're a victim of? You're a victim of yourself.
Diabolically, and people around him who know better, if he doesn't, should be calling him out for this. And maybe they can do it in a way that he'll receive it, given that he has made clear he's not listening to the actual left. But he doesn't need to continue this level of diabolical abuse of King and history and the analysis that his audience and that black people and others desperately need. Now, here is where, as I pointed out already in my own work, King, like many others, unfortunately, does get caught up in the mythology.
Yeah. Now I'm getting sleepy. Hey, Louis. You still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
I was, you pointed that stream out to me earlier, and I was in the chat. Mike V wants me to apologize for calling him Butthurt Blue.
Yeah, I heard that.
And my response to that is, as I said earlier, kick rocks.
Is he a Butthurt Blue?
Yes.
Oh, well then, nothing to apologize for, is there? My whole thing is that you have AI out here now. You can easily ask the question, like, here's my, like your YouTube channel. I'm speaking in general. You have your YouTube channel. You can show the link on like any of these AI platforms and say, how can I make my channel better? And the AI will actually write you a program or script, to help yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
I can slog, but it'll write you something.
Say what?
It'll write you something. Nothing accurate though.
Yeah,
it'll write you something.
You
But you need to use your own creativity to put a spin on it.
Tailor make it for whatever you want it to, but at least you have a base. I don't know. I'm trying. Oh my god, never mind.
No, you have the right idea.
No, it's all right. Bitter. The thing is, not everybody has access to. Well, a lot of them have access. Oh, go ahead.
Bruh, if you got if you on the internet, you got access.
Yeah. Let me
I know you wasn't about to say that.
AI does produce some slop. I have to say that. It shouldn't be used for everything. Like Microsoft's in deep shit right now because their users are pissed off because they didn't put AI into too much shit. No one wants to listen to. No one wants to do Copilot while they're typing up a Word document. Whoever thought that was a good idea needs to be fired. And I get these companies. You need to have a return on investment on AI, but you're not going to get a return on your investment if you shove it into everything that doesn't need where it doesn't need to be. You should not be. Based on what I've seen with AI, and I have been working with AI when it comes to Copilot. Based on what I've seen from AI, I would never ask AI to write my files for me, to organize my files for me. It's just not good enough. It's not smart enough. The AI doesn't think like you. It still thinks like a computer. And I hate to break this to you, but your program will tell you this. The computer is dumb as fuck. The only thing the computer understands really is zeros and ones. You literally have to tell it to do everything. It's not going to do everything. This is not Star Trek. It's not that computer ain't going to do everything for you. This is not Star Trek's computer. Something done, you have to program it yourself and literally give it step by step what it needs to do. Why do you think we have things like graphics engines? Because stuff could be complicated. 3D math is very complicated. Normal math, you have the X and Y. In 3D math, you have an X, Y, and Z.
You know, you're talking about. Well, I'm talking about people who aren't smart enough to know what the hell they're doing. So the AI is smarter than them, especially when it comes to an outline. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, outlines are fine, but I'm telling you, somebody work with AI for a little bit. If I'm gonna tell you right now.
You know, wait. I'm not saying create AI videos. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying, hey, look, like you post a link to your channel, right? You ask it, how can I improve this channel? And the AI will analyze your channel based on algorithms and whatnot, and it will explain to you exactly what you need to do in order to grow your channel. It's not telling you anything wrong. It's just like with my ATL photo TikTok. It's like, hey, you need to do longer videos showing behind the scenes stuff, you know, from photo shoots and everything. And that will push the engagement because my engagement is low. Certain videos or some photo videos, they get the hits. You know, the dudes like what they see, they start sharing it, boom. But overall, it's pretty much just sitting there with the hashtags. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
It gave me a blueprint in how to grow the channel. It's just a matter of me following the blueprint. All right. So now that I'm back in the hobby, I can do that, which I planned on doing anyway. You know, live shoots and everything, those that are actually worth looking at. Things are about to change. That's what I'm talking about. You got to make an AI video.
Yeah.
But you need the script in order to know, like, what am I doing wrong? What is the standard operating procedure for videos like this that people are using that is doing better than me? And it will tell you. It'll tell you. As an artist, AI is your friend.
Yes, I completely agree with that. AI is definitely your friend. Concepts. A lot of people don't understand. It can be difficult to come up with concepts for stuff, and AI just makes that process 1,000 times easier. Case in point. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me scroll back here. This is AI. This is almost completely AI. Actually, this was black and white. I just went in and colored it. I took it into Affinity Photo at the time and just recolored it. So yeah, well, what Bay is saying, AI is actually an artist's friend. If you let it to be, and if you get out your feelings for 2 seconds, basically, because some of the artists are still in their feelings, you know.
Yeah, I laugh at them. I'll be like, you know what? You're going broke. You're going to be poor if you fight against AI. You need to get ahead of the curve, or else you will be a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not necessarily against AI in video games. You know how hard it is to 3D animate something?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, you're not just dealing with X and Y, which is up and down. You're dealing with X, Y, and Z.
That's 3D right there.
X, X is going forward, front. Y is, depends on how you want your axis to go, and Z is going up and down. Just a lot of math.
Mm-hmm.
Don't even get me started on this new math bullshit. No, that new math will make you want to pull your hair out.
Is the new math like whole math?
Hold on, wait a minute.
Check the whole facts while you're at it.
Yeah, the whole math, because come this tax season, if you pay child support, you can claim the child on your taxes. If the other parent, the custodial parent, does it, that's considered fraud. They will probably prosecute that other parent for that. So yeah, so you got, like I said, you got chicks doing home math, because it's like, okay, if I don't have him pay child support for the year, then I can file and get me a car that I'm going to destroy by August, or I can go ahead and continue to collect his funky little $300 a month and then see if I can sloppy toppy him into giving me a cut of the money. Because, a lot of these people's baby daddies are simps for the box. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this new tax season goes. This is going to be beautiful.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me make this a little bit more specific.
Now that was confusing.
Needed apricots.
Can you teach your child
That's a waste of
old
fucking
math
time.
way
He's
of
not
doing
rich.
multiplication?
That's a waste of time. Who the hell?
Yeah,
I was in school. I wouldn't do that crap. That's a waste of time.
That's not how I was taught.
The kid's really that dumb? Did you seriously gotta walk them through it step by step? Like they're in kindergarten?
This is new math play.
Don't get my gun.
That's not how I was taught.
Don't get my gun. I am not doing that gun. Thank God they dismantled the Board of Education. This is a waste of time.
Now, they haven't doing. Here's my biggest problem. You see what they're doing in the new math on the new math side. They have not doing all this bullshit with adding and subtracting and multiplication and dividing. What the hell y'all gonna do when they get to algebra?
Why are you doing needless confusion and needless complications?
It's for element. You do that for elementary. That's elementary.
It's one thing. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I said it. That's for elementary school kid math. Kindergarten math.
Yeah.
You're making it 10 times harder for no damn reason.
Let me put it this way. It's one thing to oversimplify things. And you leave out all vital details that way. But to overcomplicate things, you're just going to leave the child discombobulated. No wonder that a lot of them kids want to just drop out of high school.
Let's take 134 times 5. Now, this is how we learned back in the day. All right? And this worked for us. It was too legit to quit. 5 times 4 is 20. We group the 2. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 2 extra is 17. We group the 1. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 1 extra is 6. 670 is the product. But that new school, the new school's breaking up the 134 into place value and putting it in a box. That's how it goes. So we're doing 100 and then a 30 and then a 4. We're breaking it up into place value. All right? Multiplying that times 5. So we're doing 100 times 5 is 500. 30 times 5 is 150. 4 times 5 is 20. And now we're adding all those parts up. And what we got? We got that same answer. My students actually learn way better using that new school way than the way that we learn. That new
because they're stupid.
Coming on in a chokehold. What you think? Tap in the comments. Let me know. Old school.
Because they're stupid.
You remember we used to divide like this back in the day?
Oh, how dare she use Earth, Wind, Fire? And that was my favorite joy of theirs.
It works. Old school math.
These kids are stupid.
Let's take 134 times 5. Now this is how we learned back in the
That's
day.
not how we broke it down.
Probably gonna get caught for that, but still, y'all get the idea.
Yeah.
They're stupefying everything, man. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, first of all, you don't try to you're overcomplicating things thinking you're going to simplify it for them. There's a more simpler, more accurate approach to this shit. What the hell wrong with y'all?
Oh, no.
I mean, I was taught in a way where you were supposed to show the steps. That way they didn't think you were just like, cheating and whatnot. Sometimes you got to show the work and show steps of how you came to that conclusion. So they
Look
need
at all
to.
that. Look at all that shit for the new math.
I'm not doing that. Where's my gun?
That's what they want kids to do now.
I'm not doing that. That would make me want to fight. Like, what is this? What is this?
Shit's retarded. A child who's on the spectrum look at this and say, "Now that's some bullshit."
No. Oh,
okay. What?
No, I'm going through properties in Kanagawa. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sick. I got a freaking headache out of this world. Damn it. What is that?
Son, you might as well start going, damn. If it's that case.
Wow.
Everybody catching cold.
I've been sick for a minute.
13.
You know, like
I
2.
carry the 1. When I was in school, Lucas, all we did add here. So this is going to be 13. I carry the 1. And I'll go 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 1 is 6. That's my answer.
Let me how you show me how it's actually done.
How it's actually done. Okay.
These are the 10s and that's the 1s.
Okay.
Oh, that poor baby.
4 times and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, that's...
And then 7 ones. And
okay.
Then 1 more 10.
Okay.
And 1.
I almost broke my phone when I said
5.
Okay.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
wow.
11, 12, 14, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, this wants to be with its friends, so it goes up to 50 and then it counts 1 more up, so it will make 63. That's how you do it.
Okay, time.
Yeah, that's
how old is that child?
I don't know, like 6 or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. You know what's also missing in schools nowadays?
Say what?
You know what's also missing in schools nowadays? Stateside, that is?
Home ec.
No. That's high school. In elementary? No. Wait up. Quit cutting cheese in front of me like that.
What are you talking about? You got home ec.
Hold up. That's high school. I'm talking about elementary here.
Elementary kids outside play? AB, didn't you used to go outside and play in elementary school?
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go out to the parking lot of the playground and play for a good hour, 45 minutes maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Get all that energy out after lunch. You know what I'm saying? Then you come in because they let you eat. You burn all that energy. And then when you come back in for the rest of the day, you docile.
Yep.
You been there, got the itis. So what do you say is missing from schools, Neymar?
Now, are you there?
I think I heard his fifis.
Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. I'm gonna go ahead and end it early tonight. Yeah. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm getting
It's gonna
sleepy.
happen every
You
day
hear me?
until he gets his money.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Let me switch it.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. What I was saying, all right, what I said was they're not teaching the kids how to write in cursive.
Oh.
And kids don't know how to create their own signature for that matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, that's not.
Well, folks, I really ain't got nothing else on, and I'm getting sleepy, so I'm gonna end this early.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank everybody that came through. This is AB Media 83, and I'm going to bed. Peace. Yo, this is AB Media 83. Want to support the channel? Hit the Cash App. Also, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the video. Also, be sure to hit that bell notification so you can be notified next time I upload a live stream or video. And always remember, keep it grinding, keep it pushing, keep it moving. This is AB Media 83, and I'm out. Peace.